If I can see it, I can film it, you know?
No,
yeah.
you can't.
That's the law, sir.
No, it's not.
Yes, sir.
I told you when you came in, you can record the hallway.
That's what I'm doing.
But not into the office.
If I can see it, I can film it, sir. That is the law.
This place is open to the public.
Go.
Hey, go ahead.
Go.
I've not done nothing to you.
Out of here. The place is closed.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It closes at 7:30.
Now look.
Hey,
That right there, you just tased me.
Yes, I'm doing it's right.
wow, look,
You just tased me.
the strum's on
I
there.
did nothing to you.
Out and off. Get out of here.
You call paramedics.
You can submit a complaint anonymously.
Let me explain to you how something simple here. Anonymous would mean you didn't put your name and phone number, so you took the anonymous part
It
out.
doesn't matter.
Okay, whatever.
Certain parts of it can be.
In a world where public access and government authority collide, one man dares to hold the line, armed with nothing but a camera and the Constitution. What starts as a simple visit to a public building quickly spirals into a tense battle of rights, rules, and raw misunderstandings. But is this just defiance, or is it a lesson in liberty? Stick around, because what unfolds will challenge everything you thought you knew about the First Amendment.
How you doing today?
All right.
All right, man.
What can help you find?
Sir,
What can help you find today?
just gonna come in and do some recording. I think that's all that matters like that. Thank you, sir.
What I can tell you, anything in this hallway, you're free to record.
Yes, sir.
Anything off the hallway in the offices is not.
Okay. All right. All right.
Recording in the office
Why is that? Why?
because it's not public.
If I can see it, I can film it, you know?
No, you
Yeah.
can't.
That's the law, sir.
No, it's not.
Yes, sir.
I told you when you came in, you can record the hallway.
That's what I'm doing.
But not into the office.
If I can see it, I can film it, sir. That is the law.
You cannot film in these offices.
Oh, man. So you don't know the law on filming, evidently.
You cannot film in these offices. The records in these offices are not public.
If I can see it, I can film it, sir.
You cannot film it.
Yeah, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I already filmed it, so now what you gonna do?
Kick you out.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And then I'll print that piece of paper and I'll staple this onto it and I'll put a stamp, sign it, and put a seal on top of it on this receipt. So,
Can I get a copy of that?
yeah.
Aren't consenting to you filming them.
I don't need their consent, sir. They're in public. See, I'm dead serious. You need to brush up on it.
Off the hallways, they're not in the public areas.
There's a glass right there. I can see through there. That means I can film it. Really. You need to call your supervisor or something. Okay, well, is he on his way?
Good morning.
Hey, back class.
Last day, right?
Thank God.
Sir?
Just out of curiosity, what's the purpose?
We go into government facilities and just film, man. I mean, that's what we do.
And then that would probably work.
For public interest. Yeah. For publication. It's public interest. People are interested in the stuff on the walls. I mean, anything, you know? So, yeah. I wasn't trying to be confrontational with you, sir. We do this, you know what I mean? And if I can see it, you know, I can film it. But now you know.
Unless he
I'm
does.
following instructions from my
But hey, that's great. That's why I wanted you to contact your supervisor to you know, to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have a conflict.
Yeah, well, she's saying I got to wait 48 hours with Brian.
So that in the future, people won't assume that you can't do that. It's really a good tool for law enforcement and for the government. Because everybody don't think you can do this, but you can. It's legal. It's protected by the Supreme Court.
I get disappointed. Had a couple of visitors yesterday. Apparently visitors to town. And this is a really impressive looking building from the outside.
Oh yeah, it's freaking awesome out. You know what I mean?
And it looks really neat. And I was excited from the first time I came. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, and then you go inside.
And I walk inside and it's like,
Average. Yeah.
so you got the keystone on this side where the building was built in the 1880s, and then the renovation keystone on that side in the 1950s.
Wow. It's kind of, yeah, it looks average. Less than average, actually.
This place is open to the public.
Go.
Hey, go ahead.
Go.
I've not done nothing to you.
Out of here. The place is closed.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It closes at 7:30.
Now look.
Hey,
That right there, you just tased me.
Yes, I'm doing. It's right.
Wow, look,
You just tased me.
the strum's on
I
there.
done nothing to you.
Out and off. Get out here.
You call paramedics.
Clint Strum.
You call paramedics. Go ahead. Go
It
ahead.
closes at 7:30.
Nope, leave it alone, son.
Just
keep
hit you
it
with a
recorded.
taser. Clint
Keep it
Strum.
recorded. You have just put your ass. Keep jerking.
Hey, why are
on
you
me.
jerking him?
Keep jerking on me. Go ahead.
You good?
Nope, leave it alone, son. Don't touch me.
Look at that, y'all.
Keep it going.
This
Keep
place
the
is
camera
public, and it closes at
You're right.
7:30.
It closes at 4:30.
This place is open to the public.
It's open.
There's a police department here. It's open to the public.
The building closes at 4:30.
It's open to the public.
No.
See him jerking, son?
Look at that.
See him jerking?
Chomo.
See him jerking?
He ain't gonna jerk me around. I'll stay in here.
You know you just had it, right? My attorney's gonna eat you alive.
Hey, stop pushing him.
Keep pushing. You're bad when they got the cuffs on me. Keep pushing.
You ain't bad without that badge, though.
Why am I being arrested? Why? All thing you gotta do is tell
Look at that, y'all.
We goddamn jerking on me. Walking. He's jerking on me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep
I
jerking.
ain't jerking on him. Can't even unlock a door on a police car.
This.
Tased you for no reason.
Yep. You seen what that taser done though, didn't you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Quit. I'm getting in the car. Go ahead. Bobo, watch you jerk these out.
Hey, paramedics supposed to do that, Chomo.
That's right.
Yeah, they are. It says it in
That's
the rules.
right.
Clint Strum.
He's jerking them out of his stomach.
That's it.
Son, just keep it rolling.
Oh, I will.
Tell Pa to come and get me.
I will. You just messed yourself up. Don't touch me either.
Go.
I'm not going. This is.
Trespassing.
I'm not trespassing. This is. I don't see no authorized personnel only.
You're trespassing because I told you to leave.
You told us to leave once and you hit him with a taser, buddy. You're hit. Hey, he's hit. Don't worry about it.
When the dust settles and the footage rolls back, we're left with more than just shaky video, we're left with questions. Questions about authority, accountability, and our own awareness of the rights we often take for granted. The lesson? Never underestimate the power of knowing your rights, and never stop holding power to account. Because liberty isn't loud, it's constant. Trespassed, threatened, dismissed. Yet no laws were broken, only rights. And in true fashion, they investigated themselves and found no wrongdoing. But we saw everything. The court of public opinion is watching, and so are we. Know your rights. Record your interactions. Hold them accountable.
You're in an employee parking lot.
Can I just get your name and badge number?
Sergeant Self.
Sergeant Self?
Yep.
And your badge number?
615.
615?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't need any help.
Yeah, you're in an employee parking lot.
It's not a secure area.
It's an employee parking lot and you're not an employee.
This is
And you're making employees feel uncomfortable
so
when
this
they walk inside the building. So
this parking lot is not a secured area.
okay.
It's public property.
Okay.
It might be only for employee parking. I'm not parking in here. My car is not parked in here. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story.
Well, this is for employees. You're not an employee, and you're making
It's employees parking.
Listen
sir.
to me. You're making our employees feel uncomfortable when they come in and out from their vehicles. So that's where the problem is.
I understand what I don't understand what you're saying, because how would I make somebody feel uncomfortable? I don't understand.
Because you're not an employee, and you're an employee parking lot. And you're making the employees feel uncomfortable. The female employees that are
This is an employee parking lot, like you said. I'm not parking. I'm a journalist exercising my freedom of press right in a public area. This is public. Like if I was behind those gates over there behind you, that would be a restricted area. Do you suspect me of committing a crime, sir?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, I need to know if you're suspecting me of committing a crime first.
I'm a police officer. I asked you for your ID. I need you to give me your ID.
Sir, with all due respect, with all due respect, sir, can I speak to another supervisor? I understand that you're a sergeant, but I do not.
I am the supervisor here.
I understand, but then you should know as a supervisor, sir, that unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime in the state of Georgia, you cannot lawfully demand my ID from me.
Okay, what I told you was you're making employees feel uncomfortable. I've asked you for your ID. You're on
That's not a
public
crime,
property.
sir. That's not a crime. I'm asking, you should know that in Georgia, you have to have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that's been committed, sir. I just told you I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity.
Yeah, and you're being
freedom
suspicious.
of press.
You're not. You don't belong in this parking lot. You're
Suspicious is not a crime, sir. Suspicion is not a crime. You know that, Sergeant. Come on, you know, suspicion is not a crime.
Okay, let me see your driver's license, please, or an ID.
Sir, I don't have a legal obligation to give you a driver's license or an ID, sir. I don't understand. Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained. You can keep on walking.
Okay. If I'm not being detained, I'm going to continue about my business, sir.
I'm going to do it here.
I'm an independent journalist. Who are you, sir?
I'm the chief of police.
You're the chief of police. Can I get your name?
You can look it up on the internet if you're that smart.
But why would I have to look it up on the internet, sir?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
My sergeant asked you for a
My
driver's
first.
license.
Tell me if you tell me your name and identify yourself.
We're not making tits for tats. This is a private. This is the employee parking lot. You're not an employee. You have no business.
This is. I'm not parking here.
This is the employee parking
is this
lot.
fenced off? Look, I want to make it very clear. It's not a fenced off area.
Let me make it very clear. This is an employee parking lot.
There's no trespassing signs or anything like that, sir. I'm not breaking the law, sir. I'm actually engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, and I feel like you're trying to bully me along with your sergeant. And sir, who are you? Who are you, sir?
He's one of my employees.
Okay, one of your employees. I feel like all three of you are trying to bully me and trying to exert authority over me that you don't have. Demanding ID. Your sergeant doesn't understand that he cannot demand ID lawfully unless he has reasonable articulable suspicion I've committed a crime.
Why are you in my parking lot?
That's a failure. That's a failure on your part, sir. You're supposed to educate your employees, correct?
Why are you in my parking lot?
They should know I'm working. Like I told your sergeant, I'm not just not answering questions. I cannot answer questions, but I'm answering. I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story on the city. I was inside doing a FOIA request.
No.
Yes, I was.
Tag numbers and everything like that.
Who says I'm recording anybody's? And plus, it's public information. You guys run tags all day. People drive around all day in the city with tags on. It's not like any private information. Do I have a database where I can look up people? Come on, you gotta think logically here. I don't have a database where I can just type in somebody's, license plate and figure out who they are. Let's be real.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
Are you ordering me to leave?
I'm ordering you
under
to leave.
threat of arrest, sir?
I'm ordering you. This is the third time I've told you to leave my parking lot.
I'm going to go on a public sidewalk and I'm going to continue to record. I'm going to continue to record your parking lot and I'm going to hit you up with civil litigation over this, just so you know, because you're violating a constitutionally protected activity. And in this small town here, you might think that you're going to get away with it, but you're not. I'm telling you right now, Chief. And I don't know your name, but
I don't know your name either.
you are the public servant here, sir. You are the public servant here. All you're doing is you're allowing your city. You're portraying your city in a negative light. For the world to see. Remember that. Remember I told you that, Chief.
Yes, sir.
So this is a public sidewalk, correct? This is a public sidewalk. Make sure. You guys are nothing but a bunch of bullies. You're not going to get my ID. You might get away with them. You might get away with them normally on a regular basis, but not today. I want to submit a complaint. So I go inside to do that? Or
Get him a complaint form. We'll get your complaint form.
Public interest.
I need your names. It is your policy to give me your name. Who do I know I'm filing a complaint against?
I'm going to figure it out.
Oh, I got to figure it out? That's real professional.
Everything else.
That's real professional. Nah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
You're behind you. Okay. You want to file a complaint?
You guys are the ones that are being aggressive here. You're not walking behind me.
Walk about a flagpole and he'll go get you a...
I will. Don't worry about it. I will. What's your name? I need to file a complaint against you.
Chief Ashley Brown.
Chief Ashley Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And your name, sir? Be professional. Come on. Is it really that serious? You're not making yourself look good here. I'm just asking you for your name. Your name, sir?
I'll wait for you to get over here so you can hear me.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Your name, sir?
Heinzman.
Heinzman? Yes. And do you have a badge number, Heinzman?
654.
654? Thanks.
You hit her with the wall.
Yeah, I know you don't care, but That's just the tip of the iceberg. Then comes civil litigation, Chief. Then comes civil litigation. Because I was trespassing in your parking lot. That's a public parking lot.
Hey, we're not going to debate it. You want to file a complaint? In fact,
You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. Let's make that clear. You don't tell me what to do. So you're the public servant here.
You want to file the complaint?
I do want to file a complaint. You can go get it. I'm not stopping you. You guys have a bad attitude. Especially you, Sergeant. You came over here trying to threaten me with my ID.
Right.
You got a bad attitude, man. You got to learn Georgia state law.
That's your matter of opinion.
So do you understand that under Georgia state law, you cannot demand ID from law-abiding citizens, sir? Do you understand that or not? Was that on the sergeant's exam or was it? Maybe I'll put a suggestion in that should be on the sergeant's exam. When you can and cannot identify a law-abiding citizen. You fill it out.
You don't need to.
I can fill it out here.
No.
This is a public lobby. You're going to kick me out of a public lobby too, Chief?
Oh, fill it out then.
All right, thank you. Excuse me.
You need to borrow your pen too, or?
Excuse me.
You can't record while you're in here.
Why can't I record while I'm in here? I have a constitutional right to film the police in the course of their duty, sir. Is this department so uneducated and so inept at their job that it must be from the top down? Because your sergeant doesn't know when he can legally identify somebody, and you're telling me I can't film in a police lobby?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I sure can. I can film in a police lobby. It's my constitutional right. I have freedom of press in this country, sir. What country do you think you live in?
Are you with the press?
Yes, I am with the press.
Let me see your ID.
No, I'm not showing you ID. I'm not showing you any ID, sir.
You're required to show us.
Get out your building. Get out the building. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah, no problem. How do I file the complaint if I can't get in the building? Who do I hand the complaint form to when I'm done?
Once you're done, I'll do it.
Okay, and do I get like a receipt number or something like that? There's no receipt number for your complaints?
No.
You don't get...
But you'll have it recorded. So.
Oh, yeah, I will. You're right. You're right. This in written complaint form.
All done?
Yeah, right here it says, all parties filing a formal written complaint are entitled to receive a copy of the original statement free of charge. So I would like it for receiving supervisor can sign right there and give me a copy as it's stated on the form. You guys are a bunch of bullies. Abuse of authority. You know what? I want to do a public records request too. Let's find out how much money you guys are making abusing your authority. How much tax dollars you've taken from everyone.
Got a bunch of buses. Me, Captain. Can you make a copy of that for me? We're all down here.
You said an open records request?
Yep. Some police records over here.
I can get her to do one.
So funny.
Do we have a
They don't want me recording, but there's cameras in here. Ridiculous. The irony.
Here's your open record request. If you want to fill it out, they tell you how to do that, and there's your copy. Okay.
Okay. My copy.
Yep.
Will you guys allow me to do it here? I don't understand what's the big deal.
Not if you're recording.
But where's the signs that says I can't record in here? Where's the law?
We don't have to have signs.
You sure do. This is a constitutionally protected activity. That's what this is.
As soon as you pass through that doorway, you're now private property.
It's public property.
There's sensitive information, and both of these windows that can be called on video, so you can't record in there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sure thing. Yep. So what I'm requesting is all police department employees' names, titles, and salaries.
Okay.
Can I get a copy of that too?
It'll be sent to who does our open records request, and you didn't finish filling the form out. It requires an address at the top.
No, I don't have to put an address.
Your complaint not going to be accepted. You didn't fill the form out correctly.
No, that's not how it works. Bring the chief out here.
Is how it
You're
works.
allowed to do an anonymous complaint.
Okay. You did not make it anonymous.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that the complaint's not valid.
It doesn't matter. I want to speak to the chief. I want to speak to the chief.
The chief's not here. You got me. I'm the one accepting the complaint.
You're accepting the complaint on yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that you didn't fill the form out correctly. So
you can submit a complaint anonymously.
let me explain to you how something simple here. Anonymous would mean you didn't put your name and phone number. So you took the anonymous part out.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, whatever.
Certain parts of it can be anonymous. I don't have to give you my name.
All right.
I don't have to give you my address.
You don't.
You're just being difficult.
Okay.
Sergeant, a little bit of de-escalation training will take you a long way. You need to learn. I understand you learned from your chief, who's also a bully and a tyrant, but you need to learn. Don't talk to people that way. You understand?
All right. Have a safe day, okay?
Yeah. Tyrant. Crazy. These guys looking for any reason to lock me up. I know you didn't get involved really, but a little bit of de-escalation training goes a long way. There's no one was breaking any laws here. No one was doing anything wrong. I told you what was my purpose here. I didn't have to tell you that. I didn't have to tell you anything. I could have remained silent. I told you I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. There's no need for any of this. You guys want to escalate the situation. Are you a detective or a sergeant?
I'm just an employee, man.
You're just an employee? Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully you'll see. You'll see. This behavior is going to be put on display for the world to see. And I know you didn't say much while you were here, which is probably the smartest move, but your department's going to be under major public scrutiny. So maybe things can change going forward. That's the whole point. Hopefully you guys can get some education and learn that you can't bully people on the street, law-abiding citizens. All right? You take care now.
All right, man. Take care.
You too.
What happens when a racist customer, clueless postal staff, and a misguided officer try to shut down a peaceful First Amendment audit? They don't just fail, they walk the walk of shame. In this wild follow-up at a Las Vegas post office, our auditors stand their ground, cameras rolling, and remind everyone exactly who the Constitution protects. Spoiler, it's not feelings, it's facts. And today, Officer Young? He actually saves the day. No ID, no problem, unless you're dealing with a tyrant. Want to see what happens when they double down? Click into our next video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to support real accountability.